What's good, YouTube? It's your friendly neighborhood Phantom, and today I'm coming at y'all with another video. Of course, today is a video about your friends and why your friends might be keeping you from success. So, have you ever noticed that, like, whenever you start to do good things, or like whenever you're starting to move on in life, your friends kind of, or sometimes will seem like, and I'm not gonna say that they're envious of you, but they'll kind of be like, yo, nah, you can't do that, or you shouldn't do this way, or you shouldn't do this that way, even though that it's been working for you. Have you ever noticed that your friends sometimes will put you in situations that you know for a fact you shouldn't be in, but because they're your friend, you went along with it? Yeah, this is the sign that your friends might be trying to sabotage you. And I'm not saying that they're doing it on purpose, because God, no, they're probably not. But they're doing it on a subconscious level, and it's destroying your reality, and it's keeping you back from where you're supposed to be. Now, if you want to look at things from a Bible perspective, and I have a quote and I have a verse right here. The one who walks with the wise will become wise, but a companion of fools will suffer harm. So if we looking at that, and if we're going to dissect that, right, the ones who walk with the wise will become wise. That's basically saying, like, you know, there's a saying that if you hang out with 5 billionaires, you'll become the sixth, right? Correct. But a companion of fools will suffer harm. In this case, if you hang out with 5 criminals, you'll become the 5th criminal and you'll be in jail. We can keep it as simple as that. Now, your friends are people in this life that we've chosen to have in our lives, and that we've chosen to keep in our lives from a real long time ago, since we were young, right? But sometimes you and these friends that we have, sometimes we outgrow each other, and that's fine. I feel like a lot of the times when we outgrow people, we stick and we try to keep them around instead of being like, all right, you've served your purpose in my life, and now that I'm growing, I want to be able to have new friends. And that's perfectly fine. Like, you know, like that person, there's never any love lost. Like, that person will always be there. You'll always have those memories, you know, you'll always have those good times. But sometimes we do grow out of being around certain people. We do see ourselves elevating to that next level. And if that person's not going to that same level, sometimes there's no point of keeping them around. Because all they do is bring us back and try and hold us back and keep us to where our old selves used to be, instead of where we're trying to head on, which is, you know, to our new space, to our new, I don't even want to put those words out there, but like to that next level, basically, you know. Like sometimes I feel like we sit here and we allow these people to almost, and like I said, it's not consciously, but subconsciously take control of our lives and put us in positions that we're not supposed to be in, knowing darn well that if it weren't for you, if I weren't friends with you, then I wouldn't be here, right? And sometimes when you get around certain people, you just make bad decisions. I am one of those people who sometimes I get around certain people and I make bad decisions, and there's nothing wrong with it if you don't realize what it is, and if you don't have that, oh yeah, that light bulb moment, like, oh yeah, whenever I get around you, I'll just be doing some dumb shit. How yo how do I cut out one cuss word, but then the next cuss word I let it go? What? Y'all, yo, what? Back to what I was saying though, y'all. So basically, and I'm putting this in some terms so that it can kind of be like, you know, in layman's terms, basically, right? Like, I'm not trying to dig your head off. What? I'm not trying to beat you over the head with like nothing that's too crazy. So I'm just coming on here and just letting y'all know that, like, the people that you keep around you, and it's like they always say, like, birds of a feather flock together. Literally, the people that you, and I have a video, right? I have a video. If you go watch the video, it's how to cope with sadness, because it's okay. if you in there, I said birds of a feather flock together. If you're always around negative people, and if you're always around people who only speak negative things in this life, then that is literally what you will become. You will become the reality of what you and them speak of whenever y'all get together. Why do you and your friends, whenever y'all get together, why do y'all gossip? Why do y'all talk down on other people? Why do y'all do certain things? When y'all do those things, when y'all sit there and when y'all curse people, y'all are literally cursing yourselves on top of that, just to let y'all know. And the journey that I'm on right now, I can't really say that I have any friends, just being honest. I really don't. Like, I was at Bible study yesterday, and everybody that I spoke to, they were all like, yeah, as a Christian, you're probably about to do the hardest thing, which is try and make friends and try and find like-minded people that are on the same wavelength as you and that like are on basically the same type of timing, like trying to follow in Christ's word and trying to follow the word of God, right? And I told them, they were like, yeah, you're about to lose a lot of friends, this. And I'm like, to be honest, I don't think I'm about to lose a lot of friends, because I don't really have that many friends. I don't have people that I talk to on the regular other than my brother and my sister. So there's literally nobody to lose, because everybody that was already in my life that I thought was going to be here, they're basically already gone. Not even basically, they are not here anymore, And that's another thing, like, you never know what's being said when you're not around. Regardless of how you feel about your best friend, and regardless how you feel about anybody just in general, you don't never know what they're saying to you you don't ever know what they're saying about you behind closed doors. And I feel like that's one of the things that us as people that we need to understand, that sometimes these people can be sitting here and yes, they can be your bestest friend in the whole wide world, or they can be, like the person that you love to hang out with or whatever. But when you're not around, they might be cursing your name. They might be cursing you. They might say terrible things about you. And I'm here to tell you that, like, if you feel that way, if you notice certain things, that you're not noticing them by accident. You're not. It's signs from God. It's signs from the universe that you probably should not be around this person. So, and I'll give y'all basically a story about me. So I used to have a friend back in the day, like we were so close. We were inseparable. We were literally like this. And one day we split like this. And the night that we split like this was basically, to keep a long story short, we were out selling some stuff, and we got caught by the police, and the police let us get away as we were driving home. And as I went to go drop him off, cause I was not finna stay out. I was way too like we almost just got arrested, this, that, blase, you feel me? Like, I wanted to just go home. He was like, let's go buy some more and let's start selling again. And I literally looked over, and that's when God let me know, like, you shouldn't be here. This is not a person that you need to be around. Because just on the fact that we just got away from that situation and now you're trying to go back to that, like, that, I just can't do it. I just can't do it, right? And from that moment on, we kind of split ways, and we were always, don't get me wrong, like, we were always still friends, and we were always still talking to each other, blase. Every once in a while we catch up. And for the first time, it was like last week, last week, we met up, and I was sitting there and I was trying to talk to him, trying to spit game to him. Because, every single time I see him, I always try to speak positivity into his life, because I feel like he's been walking in the dark for so long that I want to be that one person, even if I'm the only person that's trying to be positive in his life, like, I'll be that. And so we were having a conversation, and I had another one of those moments, y'all, and another one of those moments when God spoke to me. And we were having a conversation, I was just trying to talk to him, and I was just trying to let him know, like, like, everything's going to be okay. And that, like, in order to further yourself, like, you have to open up your mind and understand that, like, there are things in this life that you just, like, have to take away from, and you have to be able to separate yourself from. And lo and behold, like, he made it into something totally different, and basically checked out of our conversation. Now, I first got the realization, like, because I was listening to him and there was another guy, they were talking, and I was sitting down and I was like literally looking at the ground, and then all of a sudden, like I said, y'all, like my reality's been changing. It was one of those reality changing moments where I was looking down and I was like, it's like God spoke to me like, you don't need to be here anymore. You don't serve a purpose here anymore. What you've already tried to accomplish and what you've already tried to do has been done. So we need to go. And so basically I did that. I got up and I left. Lo and behold, a few days later, that same friend, he calls me and he lets me know about his situation. And, I'm not going to put out what's going on in his life, right? Because that's wrong. That's gossip. You should never do that. But he let me know what was going on in his life. And I was telling him, like, I was basically like giving him the real spill. Like, I'm not gonna, you're a man, right? He's a man, right? Like, I'm a man, right? Like, as men, we hear all the hard truths all the time. We're not supposed to be sugarcoating things between each other. We're not supposed to be sugarcoating, like, we got to be keeping it real. We got to keep it 100. Like, you can't come to me, especially me in this stage that I'm in right now, because I feel like self-accountability is the best ability. Self-accountability, once again, self-accountability is the best ability. Like, you have to be able to hold yourself accountable for the things that you've done, for the things that you've messed up, and for the things that you've done good. Like, you cannot sit here and say that you're trying to get to a different place and say that you're trying to evolve mentally, or you're trying to change the way how you live if there is no self-accountability. Let me just let y'all know that. So I was basically letting him know, like, yo, sometimes we just got to take a step back and we got to look in the mirror and look at the man that we're looking at. The same thing that I had to do, like the same situation. And he cussed me out. And I was like, damn, like, we've been friends for so long and I've always kept it 100. And now because I'm not on your side and because I won't allow you to be weak-minded, you cuss me out. Because I won't allow you to say that, all these things and blame all these other people for your actions, your own actions, then, like, you cuss me out. And it let me know, like, once again, like, God already let me know, like, yo, this is not a person that you should keep in your life. That just solidified it. And I texted him and I told him, like, he texted me back and blase, apologized for it. And I told him, like, yo, like, I was just trying to give you the real spill and I was just keeping it 100, like, I wasn't trying to do anything, and I'm not your enemy, because I'm not. I'm literally not the enemy. I come on this, I literally go speak to people, and I speak to you because I feel like what I have is the wisdom that I have, even though I'm so young, like the wisdom that I've gotten from God, like I can, like show you, and I can let you know about the wisdom that I received, and maybe it'll help you out in your life, But like I said, like in that very moment, like I then realized, and then it was solidified that, yo, this is not somebody who I need to be around, And now looking at it, that person is very negative. And I'm glad that I'm able to separate and detach myself away from that situation, because at the end of the day, like, I don't want to be around negative people. I don't want to be around people that are negative attractors, that are attracted to negative stuff. Like, I can't do it. The heck? I can't do it, and you should not do it either. That's the whole point of this video, is that you should know your standards, and you should know, like, yo, like, this person, they always doing bad stuff, or this person, they always talking a certain way, like, and you don't like that, so you keep away from that. It's the same exact thing that I do. Like, yo, I hate to be around, well, let me not say hate. I don't like to be around people that speak negatively, that always got something to complain about, that always got this problem or that problem, because, yo, what does that serve in my life? I'm a positive being. I'm a positive influence. Why would I want to have negativity around me? All you're going to do is just bring negativity into my life, whether you mean to do it consciously or whether you're doing it subconsciously. So this is the end of my video. Make sure y'all go watch my last video on how to love yourself. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Y'all keep smiling, Make sure that you keep on smiling. Watch the people that you keep around y'all. And I'm going ghost.